Hey, welcome back to Postal Barbecue. I'm Jabin Postal, and today at the grill we're cooking up a delicious lemon garlic pork loin that's wrapped in cedar. And guys, it is delicious. And just like always, I'm gonna put all the show notes for you in the description box below, so make sure to click down there to see everything that you need for this recipe. Also, if you like what we're doing on this channel, consider subscribing for more great barbecue recipes, tutorials, and reviews. And other than that, let's get into the cook. So today we're gonna be cooking a cedar wrapped lemon garlic pork loin on the Weber Kettle. And guys, this is a really great recipe. I've done it a few times, and every single time I cook it, it's just outstanding. It's not like your traditional smoked pork loin because we're really going for that cedar flavor that comes from using these wood wraps. So to get started with this recipe, I'm gonna first of all just move this pork loin off to the side and grab our cedar wraps. That's what these are. And for this recipe, I'm gonna need to use 2 sheets of these cedar wraps. And to begin, we're gonna soak them in some water for about 5 to 10 minutes. So place that in our water. There we go. Now place that off to the side. So with our cedar wraps soaking, let's go ahead and begin to make our wet rub. So I'm gonna be using about 8 cloves of garlic, and I'm gonna crush those down. Then I'm gonna begin to mince them up nice and fine. And then to mince it up a little bit more, I'm just gonna take the edge of my knife and begin to press and pull this garlic. This is gonna help break it apart a bit more, then go through and chop it one more time. We'll place all of that in our bowl. All right, so next I'm gonna grab 1 garlic scape. This is gonna help add a little bit of color as well as a little bit of sweetness, because these garlic scapes have a subtle sweetness to them that just complements the garlic cloves really nicely. Then to that, I'm gonna add in about a handful of basil. This is basil I picked fresh from my garden. Again, we're gonna mince this up nice and fine. So go through it a few times. All right, we'll throw that into our dish as well. Okay, so next I'm gonna take the juice of 1 lime. I'm gonna slice that right in half, and then I'm just gonna squeeze this in. I'm also gonna add in 2 teaspoons of kosher salt and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. And I'll take a pinch of sugar, put that in as well. And then lastly, I'm gonna take some of this lemon infused olive oil and place in about a tablespoon of that into that mixture. Then we'll mix it up. And we were looking for just a nice consistency for this wet rub. You can see that once it's all mixed together, it has a nice consistency, and so this is gonna go really nice on our pork loin. So to build our wraps, I'm gonna place 1 sheet of the cedar wrap onto the board. Then I'm gonna place this pork loin onto that cedar wrap. I'm just gonna begin to cover this pork loin in this wet rub that we made up. Next, I'm gonna take our butcher twine and place it underneath that bottom layer. And then I'm gonna take this second piece of wrap, and I'm gonna place it over top. I'm gonna slowly just begin to form this. And once it's all together, we'll just tie it up. All right, that looks pretty good. So I'm gonna put that off to the side for 1 second. There's one last step we need to do, and it's take a lemon, and we're gonna make 4 slices right in the middle, because we just wanna close up both sides of this pork loin so that the edges don't overcook. And so take your slices and just place a toothpick in. And do the same to the other side. All right, that looks pretty good. And so with this pork loin all prepared and ready to go, let's go ahead and get the Weber kettles set up for cooking around 275 degrees. So to set up our grill today, I filled up a full chimney basket of unlit briquettes and got them about 3/4 of the way fully lit. Once they're about 3/4 of the way fully lit, I dumped them into the Weber kettle. I closed the lid and then let it come up to temperature. All right, so our grill has settled into around 300 degrees, and so we're looking for that target temperature of cooking between 275 and 300 degrees because we want to cook this slow. Because of that cedar wrap that's on the outside, we really want it to come up to temperature evenly. And so because our grill is up to temperature where we need it, let's go ahead and get it onto the grill. So today we're cooking this opposite the coals, indirect, and I'm also going to place in a digital thermometer just below the center mark of this pork loin. All right, so with everything on the grill, let's close the lid and we'll begin cooking this pork loin until it reaches an internal temperature of 143 degrees. Our pork loin has been cooking for about an hour and a half now, and the internal temperature has just hit about 130 degrees. So let's open up the grill and take a look. You can see right away that that cedar wrap has crisped up nicely, which means a lot of that flavor that's in that wood is just absorbing into this pork loin as it's cooking. And so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna take some scissors and I'm gonna cut this butcher's twine. And we're gonna open this up a little bit and remove this top portion. And then I'm gonna close the lid and let that heat just roll over the top of that pork loin to add a little bit of extra color to the top. And then when it reaches 143 degrees, I'm gonna pull it off to get ready for the taste test. All right, so it took about an hour and 40 minutes for this pork loin to come to around 143 degrees. I just temped it now after letting it rest for about 10 minutes, and it's up to 145. And guys, it looks and smells phenomenal. I wish you were actually here to smell how good this pork loin smells. All that garlic and lemon just filling this whole space. And so let's cut into it and take a look and then give it a taste. Here we go. All right, I want you to look at this here. Look at all these juices just flowing through here. This is cooked perfectly the way we want it to. Let's get some of these juices. All right, here we go. Guys, there's so much flavor in this pork loin. You're first of all hit with that garlic that we put in there and the scapes, and then that lemon starts to come through. But really the thing that brings it all together is that cedar aroma from those cedar wraps. I'm just absorbing into that pork loin. It's not smoky like how you might be used to it, but guys, that cedar aroma that comes through with every bite is really good. I need another bite. So there you have it, a delicious cedar wrapped pork loin for your next feast. Hey, if you want to see more barbecue videos just like this one, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell, and we'll see you next time.